is multiplication of 16-bit number by 8-bit number, and the number should be stored in internal memory location. It is bit. So here we will be going to save the result of multiplication in RAM memory location 2021H 22nd H, because we have been told that result should be there in internal memory location. So that's why we have used 2021 22nd H as the internal memory location. Okay, and we have two numbers. One is 16-bit number, so 16-bit multiplicand and 8-bit multiplier. 8-bit multiplier can be copied in register R1, R2, and R8 respectively. That we will be going to see in the example. So here we will take one example with those numbers, multiplicand in an accumulator, or we are told that 16-bit number. So we are taking this 16-bit number 6151. 6151 is a 16-bit number in hexadecimal number system, and 8-bit number will going to multiply with this 10. Okay, so that will be going to put in register B, because we will be going to use MUL instruction, MUL AB. So MUL AB is restricted only for those two registers. That's why one should be there in accumulator, another should be there in register B. So if we try to multiply them, we will get the result. We will multiply firstly those two bits. Okay, so if we try to multiply, so here we will get firstly 10 into 1 10. Okay, then we will get 5. So 510 will be the first iteration. Okay, then we'll be going to add 10 with 61. So 610 will be obtained in the second iteration. So during first iteration we need to save those two bits, sorry, those two digits, and in second iteration we will require to store those two digits, and the result will be obtained in accumulator, that we will move to some other register. So here what we'll be going to do is this 51 will be going to save in R1, 61 in R2, then this 10 in R3. Then the remaining bits, that is 5, 10, will be going to save in R4 and 20H location. Then this 6 and 10 will be there in A and B register. Then we will be going to add all those, and the last result will get stored in 20, 21, 22nd location. Okay, 20, 21, and 22nd locations. In this way we will be going to save the result. Now here we will see the operation of the program. Okay, so this is how we'll be going to store the result at 20, 21, 22nd H. Here those locations are holding the result, and whereas in case of a bank 0 we'll be going to use R1, R2, R3, all those R4, those are the registers related to bank 0. So bank 0 has R0, R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, and R7, those registers, out of which we'll be going to use those registers for our operation. So let's get started with the algorithm to multiply 16-bit number by 8-bit number. So firstly, get the lower 8-bit multiplicand in accumulator and 8-bit multiplier in register B. So get the lower 8-bit multiplicand in an accumulator, lower 8-bit multiplicand in an accumulator. So firstly, we will take 5 1 in an accumulator and 8-bit multiplier in register B. So this one 10 in register B. Multiply both and store the lower byte of result in 20H location and higher byte result in R4 location. So if we multiply both two, we will get such a result 1 0 and 5. So as per algorithm, it says we'll be going to save those numbers in 20H location and R4 location, and then get the higher byte of multiplicand in second iteration. I will use some other in second iteration, get the higher byte multiplicand in accumulator, get the higher byte multiplicand in the accumulator, and 8 bit multiplier in register B, which is already there. Okay, and multiply both the numbers. After multiplication, accumulator contains lower byte of result and register B contains higher byte of result. Okay, so after multiplication of both two, we will get such a result 6 and 10. So here lower byte of result will be there in A and higher byte, that is 6, will be there in register B. Add the contents of accumulator with the contents of R4. Here it says that add the contents of accumulator with contents of R4. Add the contents of accumulator with the contents of R4 and store the result in 21H location. So after adding, we'll be going to store it in 21H and add the content of register B with the carry. So register B with, if it is generating a carry, then that carry will get added, and that result will get stored in 22nd location. So it must be 22. a loop infinite. So your pointer will jump over here and here again and end of the program. So in this way the program will get executed. So this is the basic idea of our program execution. Okay, so let's get started with the program. Here again org00h. org00h tells that the program should be kept at 00 location. So whole program will, the program's first instruction will be getting started from 00h location. Then move R0 comma hash 20h. So 20h we will require 20h location, this one. So it should get pointed 20, 21, 22. So those locations should get pointed one by one. So for that purpose, we will be going to use R0 as a pointer. So pointer R0 is pointing to 20h location. So R0 content is 20. Then multiplicand number will be going to put, that is 51. So this number will be going to put in R1. So R1 has 51. Then R2 should have 61. So R2 is having 61, and that 10 number should get moved into R3. So 10 is there in R3. Now we have said all the things. Now here we will multiply those this number, that is 10 with 51, means R3 with R1. So we are having one instruction, that is mul AB. Now this instruction contains A and B. This instruction is restricted only those two registers. This is register specific addressing mode. So for that purpose, R1 will be going to take into accumulator, R3 should be there in register B. So content of R3 is going into accumulator, and content of accumulator will be sent to B. So register B is holding the content of R3. R3's content is 10, so it is there in B register now. So here content of R1 will be getting moved into the accumulator. So content of R1 is 51, which is there in accumulator now. Now we'll say MULAB. So multiplication of content of A and B will be done. So 10 and 51 will be done. So just because of that, the result will be obtained as 510, because 10 and 51 is getting multiplied as per this instruction at a time. So that's why 510 we are obtaining over here. So all those things 510, it is of 4, 8, 12 bit. So this particular 510 number will get moved into the accumulator. Uh, so sorry, the content of accumulator will get moved into the register where R0 is pointing. So R0 content of R0 is 20. So at 20th location there will be 10h. Here whenever mul instructions get executed, here in this case lower byte of result, okay, means 10 will be there into accumulator, and register B will hold 5, okay, because accumulator is of 8 bit, register B is also 8 bit. Now the content of accumulator has moved into at the rate R0, means 20th location, means 10h over here you can see. Okay, then we will increment the content of R0. So increment the content of R0 is now 21. So 21, then move the content of B into A. So B is holding 5. So 5 will get moved into accumulator, and content of accumulator will get moved into register R4. So here register R4, this register is holding 5. Then now second iteration. Now we are having R2 in 61. So, okay, 61 is there in R2. So content of R3, that is 10, will get moved into accumulator. Content of accumulator will get moved into B. That's why 10, which was there in R3, it is now in register B. Then content of R2 will get moved into accumulator. So content of R2, it was 61 will get moved into the accumulator. Okay, now 10 and 61 both will get multiplied, mul AB. So if both are getting multiplied, so here lower byte will be there in A and higher byte will be there in 6. Okay, so here add the content of accumulator with R4. 10 is there already in accumulator. So accumulator will get added, content of accumulator will get added with the R4. So and the result will get stored in A. So accumulator plus R4 means 10 plus 5, result will be 15. So that 15 will get stored in 21h location. So that's why it is shown over here at 21h location. You can see 15h present over here. Then move the content of B into A. The content of B, that is higher byte of result which was previously generated, that we have moved into the accumulator. Add with carry. if the previous addition, this addition is getting it is generating carry, then that carry will get added with the content of accumulator, means B, means 6. If carry gets generated, the 6 will get added with the carry, okay, and the result will get stored into accumulator again. So increment the content of R0. So R0 is now 22. Now A will get stored, means 6 will get stored at the location where R0 is pointing. R0 is 22. So R0 will point to 22nd location 06. So content of accumulator, that is 06, will get moved at 22nd location. So 22nd location is holding 06 now. So if you try to read all those locations, then 10 156 will be the result. So 6151 multiplied by 10, so 61510, that will be the answer. 61510 is the answer. So you need to read 20 21 22 like this, so you will get the answer. Now as jump dollar, it means that the pointer or program counter will jump over here again and again. It will not cross the limit beyond this instruction. This is how the multiplication happens inside the microcontroller. Okay students, let's implement the program in the software that is Kill Microvision 5. Here in this we'll click Kill Microvision 5, okay, this icon. So this will open the Kill, okay, and here we will write the program. Just before writing, all of we know that we first have to create a project, and in that project we will write the program. So go to project, new Microvision project, okay, and save that file on desktop, create a folder on desktop, okay. So I will give the name of folder as MUL, and in that folder I will have my project files, okay. Now my project folder has got created. Next I will search for 89351RD2, okay. I will use NXP RD2 microcontroller, this one, fine. Add the startup project, okay, I added the startup project. Now the source group contains only a single file. Now next, after doing this, we'll be going to write the program. So for that purpose, go to file and say new. uh, Here in this case, firstly we will be going to save the program first, okay. So let's say this program is getting saved, mul.asm. This is the extension that should be given, save, okay. And now from this we'll start typing the program. Okay, now this is the program, fine, that we have written up to end. Now save this program, okay, as we have saved this file already, manual.asm, and within that file the program will get saved. Now next is to add the program file to source group 1. So add existing file, that is mul, add, close. Here source group contains startup and mul.asm. Along with that, go to target 1, option for target 1. Here right click, and after that target, let's say we have used 12 megahertz of crystal. Output, create hex file, and debug. It is software debug, that's why use simulator, okay. After this, again save, then translate. Here there are 0 errors, 0 warning, then build and rebuild all. So this too will help us to debug the program, okay. Now we will debug the program. We have already gone through the working of this program. Now we will debug it. So for that purpose, after clicking on this button, evaluation mode message will get displayed. Say OK to it. So now you will get entered over here, okay. Here, as per our program discussion, we will require to know the content of 20, 21 and 22H location, okay, because at the end we'll be going to save the program in that location only. So you have to come at this location memory. If this is not displayed over here, then go to this debug and memory map, click on this one. Now it is default with us memory. Then 20, 21, 22H, all those locations are RAM locations, okay. So for that, RAM means data memory. For that purpose I will type d colon, you can see at this place, d colon 0 cross 20, or sorry, it must be 20, okay. So here you can see that locations, that is data memory related location 20. Okay. Okay, now next we will start executing the program step by step. Okay, here we will click on this one step in. So as we keep on clicking, the respective register will get modified. Like here, after a first click, this particular instruction, that is move r0 comma 20h, is getting executed. So after execution of this instruction, you can see the content of r0 is 20. After that, content of r1 will become 51, r1 is 00. As I click on this, content of r1 will become 51. In this way, during each move instruction, the content will get modified. Okay, now move the content of r3 into accumulator. Content of r3 is now 10. 10 will get moved into accumulator. Here the content of accumulator is 10 and content of r3 is 10. Okay, after this, move the content of accumulator into register B. So the content of B was 00, it is now 10. Now multiplication of AB will happen. So when you multiply the content of A and B, content of A is 10. Okay, A and B, you here the content will become 51. Fine. After this, as you keep on clicking, the next instruction will get executed. All of you know, the at the end the content of 20, 21, 22, as you can see at this place, those are getting modified. Okay, so the next content will become 15 and the content of 22h will become 6. Okay, so in this way the program ends over here. You can see the content of 20 is 10, content of 21 is 15 and content of 22 is 6. So this is the answer. So in this way we have executed this program, and also you can execute that program directly without clicking on this particular button. How to do is, let's see. So initially, let us suppose we are at this stage at the beginning of the debug mode. Let us suppose I will click on this debug mode button, and after this, if I click on this run button, initially you can see there is no answer over here, that is 20, 21, 22. The moment when I click on this, it will uh, the content will get modified with this one. Okay, so in this way the program gets executed. We will have to stop it. Okay, and after that we will come out from the debug mode.